app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
It's the jump off. Welcome to the Cheryl Underwood Show.
That's what I'm talking about, Courtney Black. Where are we going, Kyle Irving?
George R. Smith College in Sedalia, Missouri. It was open from 18.
It's Courtney Black with the facts on Cheryl Underwood Radio, and you are in the entertainment segment with Courtney and Kyle. It's time for a social media shout out. Today I'm shouting out from Instagram my girl Donna Webster. What's up, Donna? We appreciate you, girl. If you want me to shout you out, follow us on Instagram at Cheryl Underwood Radio.
You are listening to KUAW Radio, home of the all-new Jamal Bakes Show, and I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is Lyne't with the Lyne't Gray Show. I am here today with my special guest. He no longer goes by his government name.
I go by my government.
Okay, you got some food on your tooth too. And so I don't want you to I don't love you if I don't get the food. Hold on. Okay, had to get his food. Stuck my hand in his mouth. I was Kleenex right there. But we are here with, you want to use your real gamer name or your real name? Hey, you told him to do what, Mr. Walker? Pull your mic down to your mouth. Yeah. Yeah, you told me don't be using your government name.
I wasn't even planning on getting out here, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I asked him, did he want to come? The reason why I asked him, did he want to come, you guys, is because he turned 16 yesterday. So I am celebrating my youngest child being 16. I don't know how to take that. Like, I'm excited about it. I don't, he's mature enough to watch himself. So, no more changing diapers and having to sit at home with, or take a child everywhere with you. That I think he don't like that either. But we're gonna, since he's turning 16, the thing I decided to do was do a show before the end of the year so parents can truly understand what the children have experienced in 2020. Who better to have than a 16-year-old high school sophomore who's taking college courses for his classes and his school. Go ahead and tell him. Well, you can give him your name. Go ahead.
Oh, so yeah, my name is Aiden Smith, and I go to University Academy, and I'm in 10th grade. Yeah, I'm a sophomore.
He's 10th grade. He's a sophomore. He takes some college courses, and one of the things I noticed is that he be in there like stressing over. I mean, he looked at his phone today and was like, "My French teacher." So I mean, tell us what give us because I see a lot of parents complaining about their children and their course level work, their class work, the things they're doing. Tell us from the kids' point of view what y'all going through.
So as for me, like it was just like a really like big, like real different environment. Like it was not the same. What is that? Like, some kids work better when they're in person, like they're kinesthetic learners, and if you can't really
listen, Mama done already told you once before. I got a good enough diploma.
What?
You said they're kinesthetic learners.
That's it's like a hands-on learner.
Okay. See, you have to use, like, if you use a big word, just break it down.
But yeah, so some people are more hands-on, and that makes it to where like it hinders them because you can't be hands-on through a computer, and that I feel like that's one problem for most of the kids.
Yeah.
But another problem is like the work. It's like
your work is intense though.
Like like I feel like it would be the same, but I just feel like it's more tedious because it's on a computer, and not everybody's computer works as quickly as like others.
Yeah. And
also it's like you can't go at any pace that you want to. It's kind of like you have to work.
So, because adults had to put this system together. So if you could have changed anything, if they would have asked your expertise, what would you have done? I mean, seriously, because the reason why I asked that question, because you're the one going through it.
Right.
What, a lot of times we'll do things and we'd be like, this is so stupid. They should have done it like this. What would you?
I feel like they should like be able to like, put all the assignments like not for the course, but for the week up.
Mhm.
Because like some teachers don't do that, just throw assignments at you. But like I feel like you should know what's coming
up.
ahead.
Yeah.
So
you basically want it to be like a college course where in
Kinda.
college they everything that's coming. That makes sense.
But I mean, I don't know really what else I would.
And so do you think knowing ahead would benefit you greatly? It would help you tremendously?
Yeah, because like it would be able to like I would know like because we also have student athletes, and so that's
right. You a student athlete.
They have practice and stuff, and so they would be able to work around their schedule and know when they could do assignments and stuff, and like fit that into their schedule, or even if they need to take off like their weekend to do that stuff, then they could.
Mr. Walker, I'm still hearing that show that's on. I'm still hearing it in my speakers, in my earphone. Okay. But so now that's the question you hit on, student athletes. What are the games like? I mean, because parents can't go no more. So what is it like? Because I know he's a football manager, basketball manager, but he's also cross country and track athlete. So go ahead.
I feel like, I've been to like a few cross country meets, and I feel like it's just like, with cross country, I wouldn't know how it was because this is my first year doing it. But like, I feel like it was more quiet than it should be because there'd be parents cheering,
parents out there cheering
for
the kids
cross country. For football, I don't really. I mean, for football, I feel like it was kind of the same, just less, audience yelling but at high school football games, they don't really we were missing like the spirit part.
That's
like it was kind of awkward because it was like, and then the cheerleaders were cheering just for live, and I just felt like it was kind of awkward. And then in terms of basketball games, like some whatchamacallit, they enforce like the COVID regulations.
And everybody got to play.
But they'll also like sometimes or some games they'll allow spectators, but they have to follow the CDC.
So it's like one person per probably bleacher.
Yeah.
You got to stagger in a V or something. But okay, so compared to last year and compared to the things that that you experienced from last year, give me a synopsis of this year so far.
So far, like,
because we need to explain to people that his school is 100% virtual. They had decided that they did not want to do any in-person schooling because they have immune-compromised teachers and many immune-compromised students. And so I give my hats off to Superintendent Tony Klein for saying he just didn't want to take that chance. That right there, Tony Klein, kudos to you. Hats off to you. Hats off to the University Academy staff. The entire staff, because they have people who are up there on Tuesdays, and now they're up there in the cold distributing meals, and so it's just one great effort on behalf of everyone at University Academy to make sure the students and the parents are accommodated and they don't miss a beat. That's the important thing, is that you can address if there's anything missing, but and so it's basically kind of school as usual. Okay, so here's my question. Because I'm mom, I ain't gonna call out no names or no classes. I don't know the names, but how do y'all still have disruptive kids on virtual? Can't they just like mute those kids?
I mean, my classes don't really have disruptive.
Well, in the beginning, y'all was giving, not y'all, but certain people was giving that French teacher the blues. I wanted to send him like a case of wine.
But to be fair, like he was a new teacher, so
so you gotta give him the blues.
No. He just wasn't understanding, and so the kids were like, "What?" And he was. It was just way less understanding.
He was a new teacher. That is hilarious. That's hilarious. So we just don't.
I feel like in the beginning, like a lot of even me, like a lot of the kids didn't take it seriously. You know, like it was. And plus, it was
until
like,
them grades started coming in. Them grades started coming in. They was like, "Oh, wait a minute now, you messing with Christmas, birthday." Some kids probably done got good old fashioned whoopings off of them grades. But go ahead. What was you saying?
But yeah, I feel like some of us didn't take it seriously, and others, even the ones that did take it seriously, it was like still so different. It was just like it was harder for them.
So I mean, I would think that having to go to school, even if you have a computer, from home would make me less dedicated.
Yeah, most definitely. And plus, it was also, the distractions of, being at home. And it's just
the kitchen where you can go cook food, just
like,
walk for class. And he be in there. I'm like, what you doing? I done answered all my questions, so I can go fix me something to eat.
But
I'm just busting him out. Ain't nobody from your school watching, don't worry.
But yeah, I just feel like it's like way more distracted, like even if you're like in the kitchen or something, like I feel like if you have an office room, that's the only time where you're not like completely distracted, but then you still have also outside factors like your parents calling you for doing stuff and like
the shade,
like,
y'all.
That wasn't the intention.
He trying to shade me. I do be calling. I'll be like, Aiden, you sitting right there. He take his laptop with him. I mean, literally, he don't have to leave class.
But you got to stand in front of the camera.
You just literally carry your laptop and make it face you and go do what I said do.
That's too much work.
Y'all, I just want everybody to know I am tired. I am not high. My eyes look like I've been blowing dro. I am not high. I'm tired. I drive regional truck, and so it's like Aiden will tell you my schedule is really, really hectic. People call me while I'm asleep, but I go ahead and answer. Some calls are really, really important, so I will answer them. But so if you see me just looking sleepy, I am really sleepy. I'm not high. I'm not drunk. None of that. Is just tired. And tonight is my off night, and then I go back in tomorrow night, and y'all keep ordering this stuff. Hey, do me a favor, everybody within the sound of my voice, order from at least 5 to 10 small businesses. Small businesses are also on Amazon, so look up and see if these are really for real small businesses, or are they manufacturers you're ordering from. But let's focus our money on small businesses this season, as well as you didn't tell me to do the call letters. We just all in violation. I ain't said nothing. Let me start over. Thank you for I'm so tired. Thank you for tuning in to the Lyne't Gray Show here on KUAW. Knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Kansas City's global community radio station. You are most likely listening to the Lyne't Gray Show on KUAW-radio here on Facebook. You can also listen to it. Mr. Walker, you loud. You can also, he got a radio downstairs voice to me. But you can also listen to the Lyne't Gray Show by typing in the letters KUAW. Those letters right there. Into Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, the TuneIn app, and Periscope. Type in the letters KUAW, and you can enjoy all of our amazing content that we have here on the station. Our email. Anything you have to say, put it in writing, KUAW985@gmail.com. Our telephone number, we love callers. And today would be a great time for you all to call in and ask questions, because you actually have a student here. And his grades are pretty good. I don't know. Don't give me the line. I'm such a horrible mama. I done got to the last kid, y'all. I don't look at grade cards. I don't go to parent-teacher conference. He could have straight F's, and I would not.
Not at all. No,
but he wouldn't do that to
STD.
himself. He wouldn't do that to himself. But our telephone number, should you have any questions for him, is 816-599-6893. Our website is KUAW.org. And I wanted to remind everyone that we are doing ongoing station fundraisers. And if you want to dump that money, a bunch of y'all took the pandemic unemployment insurance and unemployment for your state. And if you didn't qualify for unemployment for your state, you still got the pandemic unemployment. Unfortunately, you will have to pay taxes on it. And the taxes that they took out, trust me, y'all, trust me, $800 a week is a given to me in trucking. It's something that if you don't get it, you turn your nose up to the company. And so if you do not take out enough taxes off of $800 a week or $500 or $600 a week, you literally are going to be hurting come tax time. So go ahead and start dumping your money. You can write off 100% of your income that you bought in, as long as it is donated in the appropriate manner, which means it has to be donated via debit card, via cash, and via cashier's check. Those are the three ways that if you write it off, if you want to write it off and get actual credit for it, you have to have your receipt showing how you paid. And if you pay it debit card, cash, or cashier's check, you can write off up to 100% of your donations for taxes. Make sure you donate to a 501c3 organization such as the Black Family Technology Awareness Association or the A-Flat Music Studio, which was what Aiden was a part of. And it gives the children amazing opportunities. The A-Flat kids have gotten to play at the Kaufman Center of Performing Arts. He was part of the group, the only and first orchestra to ever play in the St. Patrick's Day Parade. So, you know, and that was something that they have that memory of forever, you know, and that's an amazing, beautiful thing, is that they were in the St. Patrick's Day Parade. So when you do your 501c3 organizations, also for Kansas, it's Kansas Missing and Unsolved. Ricky Tebergy, and I think he may be a 501c3, I'm not sure, but Kansas Missing and Unsolved, and you want to make sure that you please donate to that organization, because a lot of times when you all see a missing flyer, Ricky Tebergy did it, and majority of his people get found quick because he does very detailed flyers, and he will put up a picture of each different look. He always does 3 pictures, I think 3 pictures, and all 3 pictures, the person has the same face, but maybe it's a different angle to where you'll see them in a different way that you wouldn't see from just one picture. So I want to give Ricky Tebergy a space here on KUAW radio at Kansas Missing and Unsolved, and he works a full-time job and he takes calls all times of day and night. He gets those posters done like that and sent to the parent and the people. I've had my son recovered, and I've had, I think, at least 10 or 15 people that I referred to him that he made the flyers, and those young people and adults were actually recovered from the flyer that Ricky Tebergy made. So please remember, Kansas Missing and Unsolved, the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, right there. I don't know if KUAW is 501c3 or not. And then the A-Flat Music Studio. So like I was saying, shop small businesses, y'all. A lot of small businesses had to close. They are suffering. They need our support. I know Walmart and them put on the big to-dos. Go get your sewing machines and your TVs and stuff from Walmart, unless a small business is selling, you know, TVs and sewing machines and stuff like that. But I don't know any that are selling that. But if you want to get clothes, perfume, body products, food, things of that nature, you want to shop a small business. I just got Aiden here some more earrings there. He my only kid. You can tell he the youngest. As Bernie Mac said, I done turned to a punk A parent because he got these ears pierced. I'm buying the earrings for the ears. He like, hey, I like these. Okay, you want it, you can have it. Okay. No, I'm not like, no, we ain't got the money for it. And I have a pocket full of money. With this one, I'm like, okay, I ain't got no money, he can have it. But he's so easy, y'all. But back to the subject, which is, we are talking about how the pandemic is affecting young people. So, I mean, tell me about your overall experience with having to, because we haven't had y'all on the show to talk about, scoot your chair up to the mic just a little bit. We haven't had y'all on the show to talk about like what it was like to be told, clean out your lockers, or and you all aren't coming back. What was that like?
No. So the thing is, like, we didn't know we were coming back. Like, we thought that we were just about to get, because it was about to be spring break anyway. It was that Friday.
Yeah, it was.
And we were about to go into spring break.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, extended it's spring break. Cool, that's dope. Okay. And then it turned into what, 7, 10, 9 months? And we were like, I didn't know we weren't coming back. And then track season got canceled, and that was especially for seniors too. Yeah. But I mean,
prom got canceled.
Yeah,
Sebastian and them didn't have a prom.
I was about to say,
they didn't have track season. They didn't have spring sports, period. And so a lot of things that they do in the spring got canceled. I want to say hats off to University Academy again, because they did have a real graduation. They had to have it on the football field, and they social distanced the chairs, even though the kids, once it was over with, they was just happy. One of the girls looked like she wore her pajamas to school, didn't she? Up under her robe, she had on like these fluffy slippers and looked like some pajamas. I said, that little girl got on pajamas when she crossed the stage. But I mean, hey, she finished school the way she finished school. She graduated the way she finished. She probably was in class with just a school shirt on and pajama bottoms and stuff. But and this is funny about Aiden, because when it was time to go back to school, and we parents, University Academy toyed with the idea of every other day, and it was like every other day,
every day, or virtual.
Or virtual. Is every other day, a student goes every day, or a student goes virtual. And I was like, I want you to go virtual or every other day. He's like, I'm going to school. No. In the beginning, he was like, and I was like, Aiden, I don't want you to go and this, any other, because you're going to be around those kids and they not care. He's like, I'll go. I don't care. And then when they was like, cancel Christmas because ain't nobody coming in this building. And then Aiden got to experience the freedom that you have at work, where you can just get up and walk around. And can't nobody say nothing to you. And one day we were in the kitchen, and he was in the kitchen. He was fixing something to eat, but it wasn't lunchtime. And I said, oh, you enjoying this now? And he busted out laughing. He said, no. My teacher told me don't answer no more questions, so that means I can just walk away, go do what I wanted to. He done got it down to a science. He will keep answering the questions, and then the teacher will be like, let somebody else answer. So that's his cue to exit stage left, because he gets to let somebody else answer because he knows. But that makes me a proud mom to know that my son is going to learn everything he can so he can answer all the questions and get on the teacher's nerves and be told, be quiet, let somebody else answer. So, I mean, give me the pros of online schooling.
Okay, so the pros are like, I wouldn't say necessarily learn at your own pace, but it's like I guess more freedom, a little bit more freedom. The pros are, like, you can also go back, like some teachers will record their lectures too, so like you can go back to their lectures and stuff, and like you can see their lecture notes too, and so that's like a pro. Like you can, in case you like, you know, missed out in class for some reason, like whether you have to go to the bathroom or if you're just not paying attention, you can
rewind,
go back and see what they said. And
that's cool. I would have loved that.
Right.
Half the time I was daydreaming. I probably would have rewound and daydreamed that too. But go ahead.
But I mean that, and I don't really like
those
any
are
more
only
like
pros.
educational in terms. I mean, that's pretty much
so. Non-educational pros. What are your pros for non-educational being virtual?
Being virtual, you can do things there's good that you can do.
This is truly my kid. This is my kid, y'all, because we will be in there. I mean, making grilled cheese, up in there blending up stuff, ironing clothes for later on. I mean, hey, but you know what? The one thing I do like about it is he does not mess around with his education, which, you know, I got on him a couple of times because it's easy to slip up. And even me, when I was doing online schooling for university, and I'm taking a couple of courses right now, unfortunately, I didn't have I had Cricket for my cell phone, so I went to go use the data, and they was like, you don't have no data, you got Cricket. What you talking about? So I couldn't do my courses in my truck, but it's easy to not take serious. You know, the seriousness of completing those assignments on time so they can be graded. You know, I know what you're going through with that, because it seems like every time I would take a university class when I was going to UMKC, and I would take a college class, and they'd be like, oh, you got this online class. And I'm like, oh, I'm about to flunk. Because me and online classes just don't get along, because I'll forget. You know, you got stuff you got to do. But, I mean, you have 7 classes, but still, it's still, to me, to the point where you have to motivate yourself. And that was something I was going to talk about in the show with you here is, and a lot of the parents need to motivate their children to do that. I read an article, but I also used to do that, and that's how I changed my life a lot, was I basically turned my life into a video game and see if I could top that. And so, you know how you play every single day to get better and better and better. And so that's something I was going to mention to you, because I was in the truck. I was like, I've never taught my kids that, but it worked for me. So why wouldn't I teach y'all that? Because y'all so excellent. Y'all ain't bad kids. I shared this video about this little girl named Bridget. Did I show you Bridget? I got to show you Bridget when we get home. Bridget was bad as all get out. I want to publicly, I'm looking in the camera. Hold on. This is about to be serious, y'all. I am publicly apologizing to all of my elementary school teachers. You all, if I ever hit the numbers, ever, y'all, depending on how many numbers I hit, y'all get $1 million apiece. I ain't even gonna lie. The ones who still alive and the ones who ain't, I give your descendants $1 million. I am so sorry. I was like Bridget. Bridget is a little African girl who, when they was calling all the students up for doing bad stuff in class, Bridget, every time they called a different category, Bridget was in that category. That was me. I was, terror, holy terror. But I turned out for it. I guess we gifted kids, and we just have to look at things as at that rate is how we. Your sister always messaging me or calling me when I'm on the show. I've been doing this show since 2018. She's the only person I know keep calling and sending messages. Everybody else will say we can't hear you or something. She done sent me something about what we. I mean, I'm only your mama, and I've only been telling you since 2018 on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. I'm on air. Every Tuesday. I guess I'll know something's wrong if I don't get a text on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. during my show, because this child is always messaging me during the show. That is so funny. But back to what I was saying is, because you're one of the greats now. You're one of the greats when it comes to gaming. Don't squint your eyes. What did I tell you? If you say you ain't, you what?
You won't.
You're not. You whatever you say you are. So, I mean, if you say you are, then you the best, and you got to live up to it, and you will live up to it. If you say you ain't, or if you're like, I don't know, then you ain't, and you're gonna be forever trying to get up there and be at the you made leaps and bounds for it to be less than a year. Right. So you better take that. A lot of people don't do what you do in less than a year. A lot of people don't do what y'all do. What y'all pulled off in the first and second competition. So you got to take that, okay? But he's one of the, he's up there with the best. And so you know a lot about gaming and topping and learning different things and applying what you learn and making things better and trying to look at situations and make them better instead of dwelling on the reason why you lost. Because I've seen y'all come out and say, oh, well, I lost, but it stung, but you didn't dwell on it. Whereas I've seen other kids enter into competitions, gaming competitions and stuff like that, and they come out and the parents say, oh, well, they still upset about it 2 and 3 days later. Whereas 2 and 3 days later, y'all back on the internet trying to beat the person who beat you at the actual tournament and successfully doing it. So that's the thing about life is when you're ready to reinvent yourself or you're ready to do something different, just do it and keep trying to get better at it every day. And so that's what one of the things that I didn't realize I do is like I literally recreate myself, and then I try to keep getting better and better and better at that every single day. And my only competition is being better than myself. So you know, you being 16, y'all, he's 16 and he's so handsome. I'm gonna have you look at the camera. Look at the camera. Where's your camera? That's your camera right there. That's your camera. Okay, I want everybody to take a real close look at him because he has been told it has been told to him by a Nigerian that he is Nigerian. I'm sitting there like, I'm his mama. He's not Nigerian. I know him and his brother have the same daddy. I know who their daddy is. He's not Nigerian, and he's like, you're Nigerian, aren't you? No, he's not Nigerian. Then you got what? Belizean.
Yeah, somebody called me police in Australia.
Australian. Somebody said Australian. That's like Australian. Are they cute? Because I mean, I've not seen a black Australian. I mean, I've seen the Aborigines, but
I haven't.
I mean, I don't know. I think he's kind of good looking, so I don't know about Australian. But oh, that was rude.
What?
He be getting on me about the stuff I say. I said I think he kind of good looking. He be like, "Mama." I just caught that, so no offense to the Australians, yeah. But and so as we're going into next school year, because Mr. Walker is having a very important meeting, so we might not be going to a commercial break until the end. But as you all are having going into next school year after the break, what do you look forward to? What are you going to do? What do you see that you need to tweak? But also, what do you look forward to?
Definitely my work ethic and motivation. Like, I feel like I get distracted too easily. I need to put away the distractions and focus on work.
That amen was right on time. Because I was about to say it, but he wasn't even talking to you. He talked to the people on the computer.
But yeah, definitely like focus myself more, and that's pretty much
so
it.
This is what I will say to the young people, because I observed this with Mr. Aiden here. Go to bed. Go to bed. Don't be up past 9 and 10 o'clock at night. Y'all know y'all gonna be dragging. You know you're gonna have brain fog. Y'all don't drink coffee, so y'all don't wake up. Some of y'all might be like me, and if you do drink coffee, you're gonna sleep through class. Go to bed. Go to bed. Be in bed at 9:30. I don't care if you're just laying there staring at the back of your eyelids. Go to bed so you can do a great job in school. Because Mr. Aiden, I'm up overnight anyway because that's my work schedule. I work overnight. What day did I go to work? I went to work I had to leave the house at like 12:30 Sunday night.
To be fair, Monday was my birthday.
Monday was also a school day, sir. You sleep until you wake up in the morning and answer those texts. But he was up. He was up. I'll be like, oh my God. I'll yell, Aiden, go to bed. He'd be like, and clear as voices can be. Yes, ma'am. You don't even have no sleep in your voice. You don't even sound tired. You like, let me put this cell phone up, or let me put this video game up. I don't know what's going on, but go to bed. Go to bed, y'all. You will be a whole lot more productive when you go to bed, young people. And I know y'all believe that you don't have to sleep, because I was one. I believed that I did not need sleep. And I still don't sleep. He'll tell you that. I probably sleep 2 to 3 hours a day, if even that. 3 hours is like a long comatose nap. But you in order to function as young people, you have to sleep. Because when he does function, hi Miss Walker, when he does function as a young person, when he finally gets to function, is because he went to bed. And like what was it? Cross country used to do it to him. Cross country would have him come home, bathe, and go straight to bed. He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't do nothing. I'd be like, Aiden. And I look in there, his little feet hanging off the bed. I'm like, oh, I'll leave him alone. He's asleep. But, you know, even if you have to, parents, if you have to get your kids involved in some type of really strenuous, or really not strenuous, but really physically exerting activity, do just that, because it helps them to go to sleep. But young people, just go to bed. He said his work ethic. I believe his work ethic is tied into not going to sleep. I believe the attention span, because when you're sleepy, you'll just start staring at the computer, and you'll start daydreaming, and you're trying not to fall asleep so you don't get in trouble. Me, I would just have to went to the bathroom sign or something. I'd be laid on the side of my bed, sleep somewhere. Be like, go on to the bathroom, I'll be back. Or something. The teacher would be like, stop doing that. But I mean, you know, that's what I believe in, but also create a what do you call that? A list. You know, if you create a list and you put it up, just put it on your TV while you're in class.
Oh.
Tape the list to the TV. I'm saying something and blinking my eyes right now because I don't want to give you away. But you write a list and tape it over the TV and flap it over the front of the TV. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you go to kids just almost went there. When you go to lose focus and you look at the TV and you're like, oh, I need to gain focus. You get what I'm saying? That might help. Or put something somewhere that says focus, or text yourself and put it on an alarm every 5-10 minutes to focus. But I mean, I won't say that y'all have a task ahead of y'all, because y'all have to do something that mainly was reserved for college students, which is go to school full-time online. That was normally reserved for college students. Even homeschool students would go in, you know, if they were doing testing, or, you know, homeschool students still would have, they had their teacher right there. So y'all had y'all teacher when y'all homeschooled. I was sitting right there. So, but it's unfortunate now that y'all, and not all the teachers record their lectures either.
Yeah, no.
You know, so that's an unfortunate thing as well. But y'all are learning how to not only survive but thrive in a manner that can't nobody take it from you now. When you go on a job and they tell you to do an assignment, you know, should you work in the office or something, y'all's assignment should be done early because y'all used to doing it. You know, I know you ain't trying to work in the office. He's got big plans. Big rings and big things. He's got big plans, and his plans ain't his plans. If he was ever say, everybody be like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay, yeah, that's very doable." So, you know, but this is our 16th birthday show for Aiden Smith. His birthday was December 14th, and I'm just happy he's 16. He is 16. That is awesome. And his requests changed. You know, he used to be Lightning McQueen. He should have put his Lightning McQueen name should have been Aiden Mama Pimp, because I would go to work and come home and all he wanted was Lightning McQueen. Everything, like, he still got his Lightning McQueen bed comforter, you know. So he was Lightning McQueen crazy, and Lightning McQueen is out the window now. And it's just like, wow, when you start to see your baby grow up. So what's it like being a baby of 6 kids? I never asked you that. What's it like being a baby of your 5 older siblings?
I don't know. I feel like,
because you think you they daddy. That's why he don't know what it's like to be the baby, because he think he more grown than everybody in the house. They ask all 5 of them. They'll be like, "Yep, he think he everybody daddy. He think he the oldest. He the oldest, not them." Everybody will say the same thing. He thinks he's the oldest. But no, go ahead.
I mean, like, what do you like?
I mean, what is
like,
it?
How? I mean, I
What's
feel like
the
it's
experience.
I feel like there's things that are like easier for me because, you know, they've already like kind of walked the path for me to do. So like, I feel like definitely like easier, and it's way, because, you know, they branch out, you know, they all have their different interests and
That's
stuff.
true.
So they branch out
Very
into different stuff, and then that allows me to, you know what's ahead and stuff, and you know.
So do you feel like there are big shoes to fill, or you just feel like I'm gonna do what I want to do, but do it in an excellent way?
I feel like sometimes it's like there's like big shoes to fill, and then sometimes because, you know, some people like expect you to be like your sibling or better, and it's not, you know, we're all different people, but I mean, sometimes it's your own thing too. So
okay, because
I mean, I feel like it just depends on like if the person knows your sibling, or like whatever you're doing is involving your sibling or not.
Okay, so personally, is there pressure? Do you put pressure on yourself personally to do just as even, if not better than them? Is that a personal?
I'm about to say, I feel like it really like, and so in terms of like testing, you know, in terms of ACT, that's all I want to do.
He going for it. He going because he got a brother got a 32 on the ACT. So if you gonna beat that 32, and you got to beat that 32 with no food, staying up all night playing video games, and being a running back in a football game that happened right before the ACT test. So I mean, if you get, he gonna count your. If you get a 36, you can get a 36, and if you went to sleep that night, he gonna be like, yours didn't count.
Right.
You already know how your siblings do.
Yo.
If you had a morsel of bread, he goes, yours didn't count. I ain't even eat. Oh, did you run running back that day? So that's the kind of competition that they have. But go ahead, you said.
But yeah, it just it depends on like if they've done it or not. Like and like yeah, like so in terms of like academics and stuff, like of course I'd try to do better. Like I mean that's also like a thing that's also kind of helpful. Like if you have I feel like it's more helpful if you were to have somebody like to compete with you, but like because they've already gone through school,
right?
Like if you had another person to compare
to work with,
right, and compare scores to, you'd probably be better. But I mean, outside of that, I don't really, in terms of sports too.
Yeah.
Last year I wanted to be NY's. They had a 4x8 record, and they was gonna throw me on the 4x8 anyway. So I was like, oh, okay, I want to.
But track season got canceled, so you didn't get to do it. But I mean, that's awesome. That's the one good thing about. But one thing I noticed is I guess because all 6 of my kids are different personalities. Literally, I tell people I must have been crazy because all 6 of them have different personalities, and they always say your children get a portion of you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and there's still portions of me left. So. In me. So but y'all, you real balanced. I noticed that you not real judgmental on people, real loving, real caring.
Because it's a mix of all of my siblings.
Yeah.
And one's calm, Bastion's nice, Adam's chill, and then you got Quater.
So you put them in order.
But no, it's not an order, it's just more of a
Quater in order.
But they're not it's not even that they're mean. It's just in terms of chill, chill. They're less chill than.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So, but that's a beautiful thing about you. But okay, so now that you're 16, what do you look forward to? He ain't trying to drive, y'all, because he know he gonna be a chauffeur.
No,
he know he gonna.
No, I'm a drive.
Oh, you want to drive?
Yes.
Okay, because your mama drive for a living, so you gonna drive. You gonna be like Quater. Quater used to get mad and say she couldn't find her keys. She's like, I don't know, my keys are here. We got to sit. There you go.
What do I look forward to? Basically I don't look forward to bills.
We was just talking about that. Me and at the barbershop where we rushed to grow up to pay bills.
I feel like I want to get my own stuff, but I don't want to get everything of my own stuff, yet.
What do you mean get your own
stuff? My own bank account and stuff, and
oh, you gonna get that? You getting that this year?
Yeah. But
yeah, you definitely you got to do that so you can. I mean, it ain't a must to put your money in a bank account, but it's a must to learn how to operate a bank account.
Right.
How to use a bank account. So, yeah, and learn how to use credit and things of that nature and be responsible. So. Yeah, that kind of stuff comes this year, definitely. But them wheels, man, we getting that butt under some wheels. Cause right now I need a driver to get me home because my eyes is like I told y'all, I'm not high, I'm tired. I'm a different level of high, I'm tired. But so plans for college, because here's the thing, I know you want to go to college, but what you want to do, we're not gonna tell everybody what you want to do, not yet. But what you want to do doesn't require college,
Right, but it would be beneficial. I mean, I still want to get the college.
I'm using them big words. Go ahead. I love it.
Beneficial is not even
I got a good enough diploma here. Just mess with you. Go ahead.
But I feel like the connections, and I mean, I want to get the college experience. And even if when I get there, I can decide whether I like it or not.
That's true.
And
go, at least just go. Yeah.
Right, and I feel like everybody should have the college experience. The community, and that's also another thing about school and COVID is that it's you don't really, it's way more tedious because you don't look forward to anything. You don't look forward to go. you could easily just say like try and motivate yourself, but like let's be real, most people go to school, you know, you get to see your friends, you get to do certain stuff or certain like events and stuff, but that's all not a thing. On high school, it's just school every single day, the same thing, sometimes harder. But in terms of college, I'd rather just go get the experience, decide whether I want to stay or not.
Yeah, because the two brothers right above him, they one is MU. I'm an MU mom, and I'm a Nebraska Lincoln mom. And so both campuses had students on campus this year, but they shut down a whole bunch of stuff. And then, what was that Saturday? Y'all were getting y'all haircut?
Yeah.
And Sebastian saw that they had a whole Nebraska Lincoln game on TV. He was like, "Wait a minute! I would have went to games that I'd have known that they were letting fans in the stadium or whatever." He was kind of felt a little bit taken aback, gypped on that, because he, like he said, he would have went to games. This is his first year in college, and he would have went to football games had he known that they were letting fans in the game. So, I mean, what do y'all do for fun? I didn't think about that, because y'all can't go meet friends at the mall. Y'all can't go to movies, and I wouldn't want you going to main event touching all them dang bowling balls that ain't getting sprayed down.
We exist at home.
Oh, that's you know what, and it's crazy because I would have loved being at home. I would have loved not going to school. I would have loved.
No, listen, you say that now, but honestly, it like.
But most of us, y'all are
no, but most of us are. I'm not I'm both like I'd like to be by myself. Like I'd like to be at home, and that's why the spring break thing. It was like, yes, we could extend it spring break, and then you go back to school, and then it's kind of like I don't want to be here by myself all day, every day, 24/7. It's not even like some people are by themselves, some people are not, but regardless, it's still like the same thing every single day. Like it doesn't matter what it is, it's gonna get boring.
Because I told him, I was like, if we had the money, his teacher would be like, "Are you at the Eiffel Tower?" He'd be like, "No, that's just a screen at the back of it." "Are you sitting at the Taj Mahal doing homework in class?" He would, every time he look up, he's somewhere different. But I mean, that's something that me and one of the other truckers at a truck stop was talking about. Was he put his son in the truck with him, and his son travels with him to the different places, and he was like, I said, I'm not gone long enough for my son to ride with me and it make a difference. I said, he'll be like, look, just leave me at home. He don't see nothing. I mean, it's the same stuff all the time. So it wouldn't even be beneficial to throw you in the truck probably the first time, but after the first time you'd be like, I'm good. We gonna do this again tomorrow? Yeah. Drop me off on the way back. So what do you look forward to with 2021 school year? Okay, we'll go back to the original question. What do you hope they consider changing for 2021, 2022?
I mean, I just hope that like the COVID.
COVID aside, because we don't see an end to it. What do you hope the school considers changing for you all?
I hope they consider like letting visitors in for games. Like
that's important.
Like I hope they consider like not canceling like every single event, because the seniors they didn't. I don't think they had a homecoming. And like I think we had a homecoming game, but there wasn't homecoming game. Coming. I don't think they even picked Prince's.
Wow, that's horrible.
Maybe they did. I don't know, but
y'all don't have student council either, do y'all?
Well, we do have student council, but what are they doing? I really don't know what they're doing because I'm not on it yet. But I just hope like they have like more stuff and not everything's canceled. But aside from that, I hope we get back in school. But
I'm not. Well, you know what? I hope you get back in school too, because I want you to experience school outside of being somebody's little brother, especially Sebastian's little brother. Because Sebastian's a movie star in himself. He's a very, very loved character. So everybody say Sebastian and Aiden. Sebastian said, I want you to experience school as Aiden.
Well, I do experience school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
all these years?
Well,
Because
like,
people would always address y'all
well,
as Sebastian
as-
and Aiden. Or they would say Anwar and Sebastian. You right. They never really said Sebastian and Aiden. They
I'm about
always
to say
say
like
Anwar and Sebastian.
in like last year it was more just like because I know like yeah he was there but like it was less. It was like when in band it was like Sebastian Aiden, but that was pretty much it.
Okay. You look forward to going back to band?
Yeah,
Because I ain't heard you
I
touch
did.
that French horn yet.
I'm also not in band.
You can still pick up that French horn. It's just sitting there right in front of his dresser.
But all these
In the case.
assignments.
You better pick it up and play the blues with it. I don't care what
Wow.
you play. French horn just sitting there. You pick up that French horn and learn something so you get a scholarship with it. But this is you want to give some shout outs to some friends, some teachers, somebody. Oh, if you was my friend and I watched this video and you made that face when I asked you one, we wouldn't be friends no more. You be a bag of something and I would not be friends with you no more.
Oh my god.
You ain't got no friends.
No, I do, but like I don't have nobody. What I gotta shout them out for?
Because you already own the radio. It's
Okay,
like
well,
the
shout
Hot
out to
8 at 8.
Destiny.
Yeah. That's your only friend. Shout out to
Destiny. Amanda.
Ramaya?
Yeah, Ramaya too.
How you forget Ramaya?
I didn't forget her. I just.
Oh yeah, Ramaya.
I don't know if I want to shout out anybody else.
Well, you don't have to shout out anybody else. You good. You good. I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm just saying, shout out your little friends that you got, your little homies, and the ones that been checking on you, while you here and while y'all in COVID and stuff. And y'all see, what do you have to say? You got anything else to say? You good?
Oh, shout out to the UA basketball team.
Shout out to University Academy basketball team and Coach Nody Newton. Shout out to Coach Nody. He is an amazing coach.
Yeah.
And he's a great man. And Coach's wife, Coach Mom, I call her Coach Mom Nody. She's not even his mom. I don't know why I say that. That's backwards. But Mrs. Nody. Shout out to her for sharing her husband with all of the families and the children that over the years. So shout out to University Academy staff and teachers. If I had it, y'all would each get a case of whatever you like to drink every month. Because I hear them classes. And I'd be the muted everybody and gave everybody else. Just for one kid. But this is the Lyne't Gray Show here on KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, Kansas City's first global community radio station. Tune in to the Lyne't Gray Show next Tuesday. Hopefully I won't be slurred tired. Tune in to the Lyne't Gray Show next Tuesday. Wait a minute. Is it Christmas Eve next Tuesday? No, we already determined we'll have the Tuesday shows. So, we'll have the Tuesday shows before Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So, tune into the Lyne't Gray Show next Tuesday. Please don't forget to enjoy. I say enjoy, not just watch. Enjoy the amazing shows that we have here on KUAW. We got more shows getting ready to be lined up for next season. Once again, this is the Lyne't Gray Show, KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. See you all next Tuesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. This is Lyne't and Aiden. Take care. Happy birthday, Aiden. Love y'all. Y'all take care.
Right,
Bye-bye.
you're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on